Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to learn class 10 English poem Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teachers, question and answers. This is part 1 of the question and answer session, students, and the explanation of this poem has been earlier uploaded in my channel, and I'll be sharing the link of that video in the description box for your convenience. So let us move towards the question and answers. But before that, students, if you are viewing my video for the first time, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notifications of my latest upcoming videos. And do watch the video till end. And if you like it, hit the like button and share among your friends. Okay, students. So moving on to your question answers. From your textbooks, we have second main comprehension questions. Under that A, answer the following questions briefly. So first question in that it is, in the first line, H, he refers to dash and I refers to dash. So when you read the poem, you have in the first line, the poets referring he and I. So what does he refers to and I refers to? So answer is, he refers to Abraham Lincoln's son, and I refers to himself, that is Abraham Lincoln, because he is writing, Abraham Lincoln is writing the letter on the behalf of his son to the teacher. So here he, when he's saying, it's referring to his son, and he is referring to himself. Moving on to second question. The first line, he will have to learn, means that when you read the poem, you have this line with this phrase, he will have to learn. So what is the meaning of this? That option A, the son has the choice either to learn or not to learn the values listed, or B, the son has no choice. So the better option and the answer is, the son has no choice, but he will have to learn. Means he's not having any choice, but he has to go to school and he has to learn all the values which has been listed there, what the father is expecting the child to learn. So the answer is B. Okay. So moving on to next question. All men are not just, all men are not true. These lines convey dash. A one-sided view of life. B, the harsh reality of life. Or C, Lincoln's personal view. Either from these three options, what does this mean? All men are not just, all men are not true. When you read that, the whole poem, you understand that all the people whom you meet or whom you talk to are not just so true and kind, the way they behave, the way they appear, or the way they look from the outwards. So what is it? It is the harsh reality of life. Today we are all going across this. So the answer is B, the harsh reality of life. It is the fact of life. It is the reality of life that all men whom we meet and whom we are talking to are not all just. They are not so true. We don't know what is there behind their heart, inside their heart, right? So the answer is B, the harsh reality of life. The next question, the statement, for every scoundrel there is a hero, means the number of scoundrels in this world is equal to the number of heroes. For every bad person in this world, there is a good person. Or C, in spite of all the wickedness in this world, there is enough goodness. So you have a statement, for every scoundrel there is a hero. Scoundrel means a bad person, a dishonest person. Okay, so for every dishonest person there is a hero. He mentions this line in his poem. So what does he mean to say? Why has he written this? So the answer is, he wants to say that in spite of having all the wickedness in the world, there is enough goodness. So this is the answer, that in spite of having so much of bad things and bad people, we also have enough of people who are very good by their heart, we are kind hearted, but it's just we need to find them, we need to recognize them, then we'll find this, we can just come across this kind of good people also. So it's totally not like that we don't have any good people, we do have, but the whole world is so much of wickedness that we are not able to trust anybody. Okay, so here the answer is C, in spite of all wickedness in this world, there is enough goodness. Then moving to next question. Why is it important for a child to learn that the world is also filled with heroes, dedicated leaders, and friends? So here the question is, why is it important for a child that even he has to learn that the world is also filled with heroes and dedicated leaders and friends? We do have good people in the world. Why is it necessary for him to learn? So the answer is, it is important for a child to learn that the world is also filled with heroes, dedicated leaders and friends, because he might think that the world has only scoundrels, selfish politicians and enemies, and he may become dejected. That is why. Okay, why it is important? Because he should also know, in the world we also have heroes, we also have good people, we also have dedicated leaders, we also have good friends. If we are not making him to understand this, if he is not getting this information, then he might think that the whole world is full of dishonest and the bad people itself. He may think that everywhere there are only selfish politicians and selfish people. He may think that the whole world is filled with enemies, and he may become a bit dejected, he may become sad, he may become he may follow the same points, so he may become demotivated. So for to make him happy, to make him understand that even there is a good side of the world, we even have good people, we even find kind-hearted people, it is very important and necessary for a child to know that world also has good heroes, dedicated leaders and friends. So that's the answer, students. You can write it in simple words as mentioned here. Then next question, the first 7 lines emphasize A, the value of positivity, B, the negative aspects of life, C, both the positive and the negative sides of life. So when you come across the poem, when you read it, you understand that the first 7 lines, it is emphasizing both the aspects of life, both positive and the negative sides. It is also showing how you have to go ahead, how we have good people in the world, how we have to behave nicely, and the negative sides also, that we do have bad people and scoundrels and many of the trust issues we have. So the answer is B, C, both the positive and the negative sides of life. Okay, so this thing we understand when we learn first 7 lines from the poem. Next one, pick out the line which says that the hard earned money has greater value than easy money. So students, it's a very easy question and easy answer you can found, easily answer can be found by you, that you have to just pick out the line from the poem and write it in the inverted commas, that which line is making you to understand that the hard earned money has greater value than easy money. Means if you earn money, even though it is very less, even a rupee if you're earning with your hard work, it is much greater value, it's having much greater value than you find any easy money. Either you find it from a gift, either you get it as a gift, or you found somewhere lying there and you have taken it. Even if it's a larger amount, it is not having as much value as you have earned from your hard work. So which line in the poem indicates you this message, gives you this message? So answer is the line, inverted commas open, that a dollar earned is of far more value than 5 found, inverted commas close. Says that hard earned money has greater value than easy money. Okay, so this line is giving you a message and suggesting you that the dollar earned, hard earned by you, is far more value than 5 found. Even if you find $5 lying somewhere or as a gift or very easily without any hard work, it will not have as much value as you earn just a dollar by working hard. So this is what the line suggesting. You can write it in inverted commas. Moving to next question. What does the phrase learn to lose mean? Okay, so when you read the poem, you have a phrase learn to lose. So what is the meaning of it? What do you mean by it? So answer is, the phrase learn to lose means be supportive and accept defeat with a smile. That means you have to learn even how to accept the lose and the failure in your lives. See, we human, and when we just run in the world in behind the goals, it's not that we always find success. It's very difficult to find success. Before that, you have lots of problems and difficulties, and you may come across failure too. So you should have this attitude of accepting the lose, accepting the failure. Whatever you are not able to achieve, you should be very supportive and you have to accept it with your smile. Even if you're defeated, even if you have failed in your step, in your exams, or in your career, or in your goal, or in your life, it's nothing like that. Your life is not going to end there. You should accept it with a smile. You always have many things to learn from that, and you can support yourself by motivating yourself and again going ahead. So if you accept defeat with a smile, you'll always become more strong and confident, and you can achieve success uh, in your future. You may get a chance, you will get a chance if you do that. So the phrase learn to lose means be supportive and accept defeat with a smile. Okay, so next question: in what sense is it more honorable to fail than to cheat? So you heard, when we read the poem, we understand that the poet also teaches us, he wants his child to learn one of the good values listed here, is that it is more honorable, respectable to fail than to cheat and pass. See, sometimes the best example is the students writing their examinations, and if they are not knowing the answers, they have not prepared well, they try to cheat and get pass and get good marks. So this is not respectable, though nobody has seen you, but your inner sense, your inner feelings, your inner heart will not accept that if you are a true person. Okay, so in the same way, in what sense is it more honorable to fail than to cheat? So the answer is, one should be sincere, and it is better to admit that one doesn't know than to cheat and pretend to know everything. So this is one of the good and the very best value which you have to learn, that you have to be sincere, you have to be trustworthy, you have to be truthful person. You should be sincere to yourself. See, nobody is watching, but you know yourself that what you are doing. So one should be sincere enough, and it is better to admit it, to say that no, I do not know this work, or I do not know how to do this, than to cheat and pretend that, oh, I know everything. Whether, even if you don't know, you just pretend, no, I know everything, I'm a very good knowledgeable person, but in fact inside you know yourself that you have cheated. Your heart will not allow that if you are a true person. So that sense should be there. So failing is very with a sincere note is important. So that's what the poet tried to say here, that one should be sincere and he should be ready to admit that he doesn't know than to cheat and pretend to know everything. Okay, moving on to the next question. Why doesn't the father want his son to follow the crowd? So here when we read, we come across that the father is not willing his son to just follow the crowd. Why? So answer is, the father doesn't want his son to follow the crowd, as the crowd might be doing something wrong. And the father wants his son to be confident about his own purpose in life. So here the father is having much experience of the world. So he doesn't want his son to just follow the crowd blindly, because he knows the crowd might be doing something wrong. The son doesn't know. He is small. He just sees the crowd. Whatever the crowd is doing, whichever way they are going to, he just follows. So he doesn't want his son to do this. He wants his son to be confident about his own purpose of life. He should have his own goal. He should find his own way rather than to follow the crowd. Maybe the larger crowd is following that path, but it may be a wrong one. So you have to be more confident. You should know to judge and question the path you have chosen. You should know the purpose of your life. So that is why the father is not willing his son to follow the crowd. Then the big question in it: how can this value be linked to having faith in oneself? So how can this value of not following others just blindly and having more confidence in yourself be linked to having faith in oneself? Okay, if you're not following the crowd and you're just making your own way, it shows that you have faith in yourself. So how is it linked? You have to show that example. You have to write that example. So answer is, people who usually develop bad habits and engage in crimes, they do so only because they want to impress others or be equal to others. And the father doesn't want his son to live only to impress others. Okay, So usually people, they have bad habits and they engage in crimes. So if you see a lot of people, the mass number of people, they are they're developing a bad habit, and they just do this because they want to impress others, because the crowd, the peer group, or their friend circle, whichever they are in it, they want to just impress them, and they want to be equal to their status. So for that purpose, they are just indulging themselves in the bad habits and crimes. So the father does not want his son to live his life in this way, to impress anybody. He has his own life, he has his own respect, he has his own path to go. He can choose that and go. So that is what the value, how you can link it, of having faith in oneself. Okay. So next question, what kind of a listener does the father want his son to be? Okay, we also come across the poem that father wants his son to be a good listener. So what kind of good listener he wants to be? So the answer is, the father wants his son to listen to all kinds of people, everything he hears, but he wants his son to filter all that he hears on the basis of truth. Okay, so very nicely, your father again wants his son to listen to all kinds of people, because see, you get many ideas from many people. Every single person may give you ample number of ideas. You may hear it, you may listen to it, but you should know to filter it out, to select it, which one is correct, which one is not, which is on the basis of true, which is just a fake news. Whatever you have heard, you may hear everything, but you have to filter it. You should know how to filter it. You should know how to segregate what is good, what is bad, what is truth, and what is fake. So on that basis, he wants his son to listen and filter everything he hears, and just rely on the basis of truth. Only which is true, he should listen that and go on that way. So this is what the father wants. The next one is 12th question, sub question under that, is it possible to laugh when one is sad? So the question is, is it possible when you're sad to laugh at the time? So the answer is, every event has both positive and negative sides to it. When one has the ability to look at both of them, it is possible to laugh when one is sad. See, it's very true that everything has two sides, a positive and a negative. So if you have the ability to recognize both of them, if you are in sadness, you may have not seen the other side, the positive side also. Always everything has a positive side also. If you are in extreme sadness, if you have the ability from there to see the other side, then yes, you can change your mood and you can laugh, and you can be happy, you can be motivated by that kind of ability when you look that. So that is what the poet saying here, that every event has both positive and negative. It is possible to laugh, but if you are able to see both the sides of that particular thing. Okay, the next sub question, what value is the writer highlighting here? So by doing this, like, are able to recognize both positive and negative sides, what value is the writer highlighting, is the poet highlighting here? So it's the writer is highlighting the value of stoicism. Stoicism is nothing but patience, being calm. Okay, so he is highlighting the value of patience in life. It's very necessary, students, to have patience in yourself. Any step you take, you have to be very calm, you have to be in patience, and then you have to decide, after deciding both positive and negative. So here the value of being patient is highlighted. So here we come to an end of this video. We have this 12 question answers here at the part 1. Very soon we'll be with the other questions. I hope you all understood this question and answers, and this video and this question and answers was informative for you all students. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, do hit the like button. We'll be soon back with the rest of the questions. Thank you.